Alright, so this one's for the overthinkers out there. I'm personally an overthinker. If you're watching this video, you might or might not be an overthinker. How should I know? I don't know you. But a lot of people tend to overthink things. They do it differently. Like, they could overthink decisions, they could overthink relationships. It could really be just about anything, but I'm going to talk a little bit about that. And, I was doing my usual contemplation, and I realized that a lot of these times when I overthink situations or people in my life, it never ends up working out for me. And what I mean by that is my assumptions that I make on a whim or because I feel like it's the most probable outcome. It could be like more statistically based, or it could just be based off of intuition. But the fact remains that these quick knee-jerk assumptions usually never work. They usually are never correct. So a big one for me personally is when people don't text me for a really long time, I automatically assume that they're trying to slight me in some way. I don't know if you guys do this. I know a lot of people do that because it's only natural that me, as a very responsive and connected person, I try and stay in touch with all my friends as best as I can. And when someone is not reciprocating, or what feels like not reciprocating in the same way, I often tend to think that they're uninterested or aren't putting enough effort into the relationship. But what's probably happening is one of two things. Either they're actually very busy and working on something, or they're just in a tough spot. Like, I know one of my friends about a week back wasn't texting me as much as usual, so I thought he forgot about me. Truth of the matter was, he was actually having a pretty bad cold. So that's one scenario. Life gets in the way. And the other one is, people are different. They actually operate in different ways. Like, if you guys know about the 16 personality types, I'm actually going to make a video on that pretty soon. But everyone, like, the way they've been brought up and their natural tendencies add up in a way that everyone is composed differently and acts differently and reacts differently to different situations. So just because someone is not texting you every day, responding ASAP, could just mean that they're more on the introverted side and they're more prone to losing contact, which is probably not a personal problem. Now, the reason why you shouldn't hypothesize about why a person is doing what they're doing is because, one, you'll really never be able to tell. Like, they'll never flat out know that you're wondering why they're doing something and explain it to you. So it's just kind of a waste of time. And the other thing is, it's definitely unproductive. Instead of doing something that could lead you to having a better life and impact you personally in a positive way, you're thinking about those around you, which is usually a sign that you probably have too much time on your hands. For me, whenever I'm not doing much and I'm kind of staying stagnant in the situation I'm in, maybe it's like a winter month like it is now, there's nothing really going on, I'm just going about my routine, school's not in session, that's usually when I start overthinking the most. So that's why boredom is actually one of the big thieves of joy, in my opinion, because if you're bored, you're very prone to overthinking things that probably don't matter in a large scheme of things. Um, for me, whenever I get in a really tough situation, I tend to forget about all these worries I have and rise to the occasion and do whatever is required. For example, I remember at the time I got my driver's license, I was very worried about a bunch of different things. It was a hectic time of year. This was around February, March. So it was the middle of winter. There was a lot going on, a lot of schoolwork. I think I was just coming off a cold. I wasn't being very productive. So my mindset was not the best. That's the bottom line. And I thought that that might affect my ability to pass this driving test. The thing is, though, your brain responds pretty well to stress in most cases, especially if you've programmed it in the right way. So once I completed that driving test, my whole mindset completely changed. I was totally content with my current situation. Not in a way that like I wasn't doing anything, but I was just happy that I accomplished this goal that seemed like such a big mountain to get over, but ended up being not that big of a deal. And now I've secured my own freedom. You know, I can drive wherever I want. I can do whatever I want to do. So basically, the moral of the story here is that don't overthink things too much. Easier said than done, of course. And make sure you always have something in your life to look forward to keep you going and to keep you from getting too bored, too content, too stagnant, and just overall unmotivated. So stay motivated, guys, and yeah, I'll talk to you soon.